always forget how this works. Hello, hi. I always forget how this mic works, like, all the time. So, like, just ignore me fumbling the bag, like every second. Thank you, Hippo, for the sub. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm still getting used to this mic. Let me try moving it. Oh my god. It's like so incredibly sensitive that if I like move it the wrong way, the slightest bit, everything will come crumbling down. So I can't do that. How are you guys? How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing okay. Oh, I forgot. I need to add this one thing. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Okay, cool. Hi Jacob. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Guys, we have a fish command now. We have a fish command. It should work. I tried to set it up, but if you do exclamation mark fish, you should be able to fish now. I hope I did it right. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking. I'm okay. It worked! It worked! Fishing. Wait, do I need to make the fishing a bit bigger? Let me make the fishing a bit bigger. There we go. Fish. Gummy sharks? I want gummy sharks. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Jacob. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. My sleep schedule is a little kind of all over the place, but for the most part, it's okay. Oh my gosh, a legendary pink rubber ducky? I want, uh, I want that rubber ducky. Your first one, you got a legendary rubber ducky? That's not fair. What's the cooldown? I don't think there is a cooldown. Unless there should be, but there's no cooldown right now. Hi Nanaha, hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, you can cast again in 74 seconds. Okay, hold on, hold on. Oh. Oh, okay. Settings. Let's have a little look. I'm sleepy, thanks for asking. How are you? I'm good. Oh, use a cooldown. Here we go. Let's go. Cooldown. Don't remove it. I'm just gonna change it. That's all. Save and close. There we go. So now, oh, my desk. It should have less of a cooldown. It's a very cool design you have. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I designed it myself. I didn't make the model myself, but the design is all my thinking. So hopefully I did something right. Hopefully. I really need to figure out like a setup where my webcam picks me up a bit more efficiently. Because right now it's kind of just like leaning down. And it either picks up my mouth or it doesn't. So we'll see. Maybe I need to move this a bit. Hold on. Move my keyboard as well. Get over that. Move. Okay, there we go. What's her story? She is a demon that fell from the stars. Yeah, a fallen star demon. She was banished from the stars for her wrongdoings and sent down to Earth. And now she's just trying to learn a bit more about down here and hopefully find her way home. Hopefully. That's the hope. You got 2 ducks? Maybe you need to rebrand as a duck VTuber. maybe duck and bees, not death and bees. I think that would be good. I think that would be good. wrongdoings, you are innocent. I am far from it. Actually, I'm quite the contrary. I have many a wrongdoing, many a wrongdoing. Nonsense, I love bees and Grim Reaper aesthetic. Well, you know what? That's completely okay. You're allowed to like that. It was just a mere suggestion that maybe this is a sign from the universe that ducks could be your thing. Maybe it could be ducks. Ever thought about, ducks? Maybe death and ducks. How about death and ducks? That could be good. Not a fan of death and ducks. No, I think ducks are cute, but bees are also very cute. Emmy, hi. Hi, Emmy. How are you doing? Hold on, my alerts are not too low. They're below my chat. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Emmy. How you doing? Emmy is an absolutely lovely streamer that I met at Vexpo. We sang Epic the Musical together at karaoke. So yeah, Emmy is so lovely. Let me give you. Come on, microphone, you can do this. let me give you a shout out. Hold on. Is it 2 underscores or 1? It looks like 2. There we go. It's 2. You're amazing at singing. No, you are great at singing. What do you mean? Also, hi Kaya, how you doing? And hi Kajira, hello. Larry underscore VT stream this late? Maybe. How you doing, Emmy? You having a good day? I imagine it's late for you, no? I mean, it's late for me as well, but I imagine it's also late for you. Can't stay for too long though. I'ma have breakfast and head to class. Well, you have a good breakfast, and I hope your class goes well. What are you having for breakfast? I recently picked up some like pancake bites, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat them. They're like, they're kind of like small, like I don't know how to describe them, like a centimeter or 2 big. But they look really good, and I can't wait to have them for breakfast tomorrow. The stars never sleep, they never do. That's very true. Rice noodles? Oh, now I want rice noodles. There's a place near me that does like the noodle wrap, so you know, like the noodles wrapped in like rice paper. And they look really good, but they have peanut butter in, and I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't have them, but they look so good. I really want them. Ow! I have a lovely habit of just banging my elbow on everything, so I'm sorry if you just hear things just like go bump for the next hour or 2. It's hard to describe without the actual name from my country, or even with it. It's not a dish commonly known worldwide. I'd love to hear you try and describe it. I think it could be super interesting to know about. I do like food. I mean, I've never met someone that doesn't like food, but I do like food. And I love tasting food from new cultures. It's just unfortunate that I have A, nut allergy, and B, I'm very sensitive to spice. So, you know someone that would make a good elf YouTuber? Who? In all seriousness though, one of my model siblings actually is an owl VTuber. They're very cool. They're called Grooves. and he's very cool. But yeah, we have the same model, mama. Me? No, I could never be an owl. Owls are too cool. I couldn't be an owl. No, owls are far too cool. Far too cool. Can you imagine like a star owl VTuber? That would go hard. That would be very good. But Ray, you are cool. No, you're breathtaking. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. You're so kind. You're so kind. I really want to get into the habit of doing ASMR streams a lot more. I know that like just chatting streams is something that's very like common for VTubers. Morky Mork, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I didn't say breathtaking, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Even as an Irishman, I hear soft British voice I follow. Oh, that's very sweet of you. I am a big fan of the Irish accent, so mutually exclusive, I guess. But yeah, VTubers do a lot of like just chatting streams, and even though I'm okay at, talking, I find it so much more digestible in an ASMR format. I just find it easier to talk for a few hours like this. I don't know why. Also, how are you doing, Morky Mork? How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're good. I'm gonna have a drink, hold on. It's sippy of my drink. Yeah, there we go. I think the only downside is I have to do everything so carefully. Like I move 1 centimetre to the left and I'm like, I'm gonna knock something over here. Something's gonna go wrong. Less strain on the voice. I'm doing great. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing good. And it's less strain. I'm typically quite a loud person, so I think it's definitely nice to just be able to do this. Definitely less strain. I've done esports casting, so the strain is real even when talking for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I wish I could do esports casting, Oh, my phone is buzzing. Hold on. Let's turn that off. There we go. Oh boy, asthma? Hi Finn, hello. Asthma. I don't have asthma, silly. How you doing, Finn? I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, esports casting looks like so fun, but I'm just not really good at like improvising on the spot. So I know it's just like, just like talking, but it's just the whole thing of like, and then he turns around and oh my god, the Red Bull clutch, oh my god. It's just that. Oh, thank you for the headpet. It's just that I don't think I'd be great at. And the thing is, swearing is so like embedded into my vocabulary. It'd be so difficult for me not to swear. And good, how are you, Larry? I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing good. My sleep schedule is a little bit fucked, but we're good regardless. Larry enjoys cussing. I do. I don't know what the fuck you mean. Larry, I apologise for the long wait for 3D model. There have been other projects that I've been working on. I'm still working on your 3D model. There's no rush at all, Jacob. You're completely fine. Don't worry at all. The fact that you're even doing this is so incredibly sweet. Please don't feel like you have to rush it at all. That's very sweet of you. Oh, hold on. Let's also give a shout out to Finn. Finn is an incredibly lovely streamer. They have a very cool design. They're like a candy like a candy prince or a candy king. Is it a prince or a king? I can never remember. Yeah, I can never remember which one it is. Could you stop cursing in front of your crowd for fuck's sake? Sorry. Esports casting is hard, but also the fun part-time job I've had. It's improv, but you gotta understand the game. I curse like a sailor, and I've never cursed mid-cast. I know I would slip up. I swear all the time. Someone would get a really good clutch, and I'd be like, oh my fucking god, he's fucking insane. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. It seems fun, but I don't think I could. I'm also like, not toxic, but like, you know, moderately, I get angry quite easily. So I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck is he doing? What was that play? So, yeah, I don't think esports casting is my, I don't think it's a job fitted for me. But in another life, maybe. One day. I'm in the right place. Yeah, my dynamic here is very different to how I usually am. Usually I'm quite loud and I shout all the time. But, I also like to just do this and, you know, be a lot softer and calmer. Because if I'm softer and calmer, it makes me feel calmer. Whereas if I'm louder and angry, it makes me feel angry. It's funny how that works, isn't it? It's funny how if I sound like I'm angry, I'm probably angry. Thank you for the coin throw, Nanoha. Thank you. I do want to do more ASMR streams though. I like your voice. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I have Discord on my other monitor, and it's just like there's a new quest available. There's a Fortnite quest. So it wants me to play Fortnite now. I don't know if they want that. I'm not the best at Fortnite. Thank you for the like, Nanaha. Thank you. Someone upstairs is making noise. My upstairs neighbours are quite loud at night. As in, like, they just slam things on the floor all the time. Maybe I need to get like a broom or like a long stick and just bang it on my ceiling, see how they like it. Hi Anari, hello. I couldn't hear it. Oh, well, you're very lucky in that fact. Don't hear bang, bang, bang from upstairs. I am new, you're not new, Anari, you're not new. Oh, no. No, give me my hair back. No. No, I need my hair. Just have really loud, you get my point. Oh, you're so right. Maybe I just get them back. The thing is, it's always at like this time of night, and it's like midnight now, so like, oh my gosh, like this time onwards, and usually I'm asleep, but my sleep schedule's really broken right now, so I'm not asleep. But maybe you're right, maybe at like 1 in the morning, just go ham and be as loud as I can. Just have someone on call to fuck with. Have someone on speed dial. They're making noise again. Can you be here in 5 minutes? Oh gosh. I don't even know who I would ring for that. I'm trying to think in my head about, you know, who I would call for something like that, but I can't even think of anyone. I got the gacha character I wanted in only one temple. Oh my gosh, congratulations! Congrats, oh my god. I'm super happy for you. What game is it in? Call Minima, she'll kick down that door. She probably would. Hey bro, I need to show my neighbours how loud they are. In the door, pants off, I'll be ready. Yeah, I'll call Minima, be like, be here in 10 minutes. My shirt's off. Hurry. Umamusume? Is how you say it? Umamusume? I've not played that game, and I feel like it's something that I need to really know enough about to, you know, step into that. Shut up, damn. What's the fun in keeping your shirt on? It's the horse girl game is an anime if you prefer. I've seen a lot of clips from the anime and like stuff about the game, but I just need to get into it. Have an eternally watch party. Oh, you're so right. I feel like it's gonna be dangerous for me to get into a gacha game because I just spend too much money. I hear horror stories about how much money other people spend, and I'm like, that can't be me, that can't be me. Valorant is close enough to one. True, I was about to say that I do spend a lot of money on Valorant skins. Well, okay, I don't actively spend a lot of money on Valorant skins, but I have spent a lot of money on Valorant skins. Just recently I was like, I'm not going to spend any money on Valorant skins, and then I bought like a £60 bundle, and I'm glad I did because it's probably my favourite one that I've had in a while. I've not bought a bundle in like a year or two, so I was like, you know what, I'll treat myself. But yeah, definitely a lot of money. Sorry, Lily just sent me something very funny. Oh yeah, it's a very pretty bundle. I just wish they didn't cost so much. But I hear like horror stories about people spending countless hundreds on gacha games. I think that you can spend your money on whatever you want to. Then you know, and I'm not one to judge for spending money, but I don't know if that's a habit I want to get myself into. Again, it's not a bad thing, you spend your money on what you want, but if you entice me with gacha, I'm already a sucker for anything mystery. If you say, oh, do you want this or do you want a mystery box? I'm going to go with the mystery box. I just like a mystery and a gamble. So I think I feel gacha games might be a bit dangerous for me. I'm but a weak woman. As long as you're not ruining a budget, spend how you want. Exactly. I think as long as you have the essentials, and everyone who relies on you has the essentials, then spend your money on what you want. Remember, it's also really easy to play for free. That's good. It is sometimes a little frustrating when games are like, you know, kind of pay to win, or you know, you're not really able to get anything for free. Yeah, it's kind of how like a lot of games shifted from having free aspects. Like Overwatch got rid of the loot boxes for a few years. League kind of changed how it worked. I don't play League, but I know that League changed things a little. So yeah, my vice is also gambling. Gambling my liver went on this set. Totally understandable. I'm not really a big drinker, like, by myself. Like, I don't really drink if I'm by myself or, like, anything like that, but if I'm out with people or I'm drinking socially, then I tend to go quite hard on the drinking, but that's because I don't really do it often, and I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, like, I'll meet up with friends and we'll go out drinking like once a month. Go hard or go home. No, exactly. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Words to live by. Yeah, and like, even most of the time when I drink with friends, I've never been like really, really drunk. The last time, I think the only time I've gotten like obscenely drunk is last year. Me and my old housemate, we hosted a Halloween party. And I drank an awful lot. Yeah, that was quite bad. That's what I tell my liver. What's your drink of choice? Do you have a drink that is like your go-to? Pick your poison, as they say. I really like gin. My go-to drink is like a pink gin with lemonade. That's my go-to. I just really like gin or anything that's sweet or fruity. Cider for plains, whiskey for sipping, tequila to not remember. That's very bad. I'm not a big fan of cider, and whiskey is just far too like strong and pungent for me. I also don't. I didn't. Okay. So when I was younger, and by younger I mean just like a few years ago, but you know I'm in my 20s now. I didn't really have those experiences of like going out drinking because when I turned 18 was when COVID started, so I never really had those experiences of like going out and drinking with friends. So when I was 21, I went out drinking for the first time with some friends, and it was the first time I realised that some drinks can burn when you drink them. Like, I think it was like I had a sour shot, and it like burned, and I was like, oh, this is a new feeling. I didn't realise drinks could do that. So that was a new experience. I love fruity. I would probably demolish soju. I've never had soju, but I really want to. Yeah, I love like any cocktails or like anything that's like fruity or sweet. Anything that's like bubblegum is my favourite flavour, so anything bubblegum flavoured is just amazing. But like berry flavours, vanilla, anything sweet, I do really like that. I didn't have friends to go out drinking with when I turned 21. To be honest, I didn't when I turned 21 either. I hate bubblegum. Inari, how could you say this? How could you say this? Fruit flavors are good, but bubblegum is also good. That just means more bubblegum for me though, so that's okay. Yeah, when I turned 21, I didn't really have many friends around at the time. I mean, I had friends, but I was going through one of those stages. I was like, it was just after a breakup, and I wasn't talking to some friends. And there was like two people that I was really close with, and on my 21st birthday, they just dragged me in a call, and they were just like, yeah, you're gonna spend your birthday in here, and we just played games, we drank, we just, like, it was just shooting the shit, and it was very fun. Because I hate marshmallow. Marshmallow's nice. I think marshmallows are good, but I think anything like artificially marshmallow flavoured, oh my gosh. Like the marshmallow fluff stuff, I think that's quite nasty, but, you know, each to their own. I like bubblegum, I like fruit flavours more, but bubblegum's good. Yeah, fruit flavours are good, but bubblegum is, like bubblegum ice cream, amazing. Also never had a breakup. Breakups get a very bad rap, because obviously everyone thinks they're really like tragic and heartbreaking and stuff like that. 1809, thank you for the follow. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Yeah, everyone thinks that breakups are really bad and, you know, and sometimes they're just quite amicable. Sometimes people just decide they're not for each other and they just have an amicable breakup. But to make it more dramatic is to make it more interesting, I suppose. There is this hangnail on my finger that is really hurting. I'm just gonna go get a plaster and put it on this. I will be right back. I forgot how deadpan my model got. I like regular marshmallows, but they have to be shaped like marshmallows. No, yeah, exactly. Like the, just the typical marshmallow shape. No, I agree. Dead fish chop. No tracking. A TiVo would have looked more natural. Okay, well, it's either that or if I don't have that setting on, then my model just like gets really small. So I'm like, okay, well, this is a better substitute. Just staring deadpan into the camera. It's fine, it's fine. You only have to deal with that for like a couple seconds. I'm back, it's okay. Small ray, yeah, small ray. If I lean back enough, it might do it. Hold on. It gets really, really tiny. If I go to like the back of my room, it goes even smaller. But I'm comfy, so I don't want to get up again. My chair's making noises. I wish my chair would stop doing that. Do you have any plans for your day, Anari? Any plans? Anything you got set out? It's a nice vibe. God, I need to do more ASMR streams. I talk myself out of them all the time. But then when I do them, I really enjoy them. Just rock the chair and scream, that'll show the neighbour. They won't be able to see me doing it, they'll just hear me screaming and like some kind of creaking, so they might get the wrong idea. Probably Pokemon anime for tonight. Been binging the XY generation. That sounds so fun! I've been, exactly, that'll learn him. Yeah, that'll learn him. I've been meaning to pick up some more anime recently. I've been watching a series, but I then started watching it with a friend, and so now I can't continue watching it without them, so I need to find something new to watch by myself. So I've been thinking about what to pick up. I'm one of those people that's like has a really big backlog of anime that I just need to get around to watching. I got the worst. It's not too bad because I like watching it with them, but you know, I watched like 3 seasons by myself and now we're on the 4th one and I can only watch it when they come over, so I'm like, okay, I go slow. Pick up Dragon Ball or One Piece or Frieren. Dragon Ball and One Piece aren't really my thing, because like the whole shonen genre isn't really my thing. I think eventually I do want to watch One Piece, but I think I need to be at a point in my life where I have the time for that. Freerun though, I could probably watch Freerun. Or I could watch Uma Musume. Yeah, there we go. You don't have time? How dare? How dare I like romance anime. I like psychological horror. I really like anything that's like high stakes games. Those are really fun. To Be Hero X. Oh my gosh, one of my friends has been asking me to watch To Be Hero X. And I do need to watch it. Future Diary. I love Future Diary. I've rewatched it like 3 or 4 times. I love it. Yeah, I really like Future Diary. To Be Hero X, I've listened to the music, like the opening, and it's so good. Lord and To Be Hero X are both kind of like, okay. No one ever knows it. I love Future Diary. I tried a Future Diary, I don't get it. It's so peak. It's so peak. I really need to rewatch it again. I really love it. There's a game that I played a while ago called Tsunagami Chess School, and it is basically just Future Diary, the game. But it's like in a Doki Doki Literature Club style visual novel. So it's like a visual novel with the kind of like fourth wall breaks, but like the narrative of it is Future Diary. Kadokawa usually never fails me, but I just didn't get it. That's completely fair. Do you guys have like a favourite anime or a favourite show? What's like your number 1 or your top 3? GDLC is so good. I love Doki Doki. I was playing it last week because I have Doki Doki Plus, but you have to get through the base game to play Doki Doki Plus. So I'm replaying the base game, but doing voices for all the characters is really tough. Elfen Lied is my fave. I've never got around to watching that, but it's something like I really like the look of. I really like the opening. It's kind of like back when I was really big into Attack on Titan, it was one that people recommended. It was like Elfen Lied, Steins Gate. Like those are the ones I got recommended. Okay, now don't kill me when I say this, but I've never seen Full Metal Alchemist. I've not seen it before, and people keep telling me to, and I know I should, but I just haven't got around to it yet. It looks very good, and I've seen a few things from it, like clips and memes and stuff like that, and I really need to. Maybe that's what I'll watch. Maybe I'll watch that. Fate Granddaughter, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonia, Episode 8. That was a mouthful. Hellsing's also fun. I've heard good things about Hellsing. That's my favourite. Ooh. I have a good few favourites. I think in the top 3, well, my top favourite of all time is Bungo Stray Dogs. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. My top 3 would be Bungo Stray Dogs, Assassination Classroom, and what else would I put up there? There's an anime called Gakogurashi, or School Live, that's really good. It's like a slice of life mixed with psychological horror, and I love it. There's also an anime called Id Invaded, that I'm just a very big fan of. Underrated anime, it's very good. Ghost Stories English dub is the best thing ever. I love the English dub so much, it's so silly. It's so funny. God, move my chair. It was great. Oh my gosh. You've seen It Invaded. I love It Invaded. I love it. It's so good. I was so into it. I was so into it when I watched it. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I've like met one other person that's seen it, and it was the person who recommended it to me. I love it. It's so good. I really need to rewatch that. It's very good. Oh my gosh, can my desk stop making noises? My goodness me. I was a bit miffed the whole show wasn't like that first episode, but it's still good. Yeah, I agree. The first episode was pretty good. I enjoyed the rest of the series as well. I still really, really enjoyed it, but yeah, I do agree that. For a romance anime, check out The Truth to My Sister's Ex. Ooh. Oh. I love romance anime. Horimiya, I'm a big fan of. Toradora, I've seen that one. I need to watch is it? Oh my god, stop making noises. Wotakoi, I think it is. Is it Wotakoi? The one with otaku in the name. I need to watch that one. Bartender Glass of God. Ooh, I've not heard of that one. I've not heard of that. Oh my god, my desk, please. I've not heard of that one before. You'll see like no romance anime. That's completely fair. Romance isn't really a genre I started watching until like the last few years. I was really into kind of like magical girl anime at first, so I watched Tokyo Mew Mew, Sailor Moon. Then I was like, oh, magical girl, Madoka Magica, and then I didn't realise it wasn't sunshine and rainbows. So then I watched Madoka Magica and realised I really liked psychological horror. So then I watched a bunch of psychological horror. I watched things like Corpse Party, the rest of the Madoka films, and then I got a Netflix subscription, and I binge watched all of Black Butler, and then I watched Attack on Titan, and then I just absolutely fell in love with Attack on Titan. It was just I just loved it. I started doing like cosplay and like joining groups and making friends based on Attack on Titan. Made in Abyss, I love it and hate at the same time. I've heard Made in Abyss is sad, right? It's sad at some point. Or am I mistaken? I can't remember. I have a friend that loves Mia. Sad and fucked up. It's like Berserk but with kids. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one of my friends, they said they've seen Made in Abyss and it made them cry. So I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those. Then I watched Bungo Stray Dogs and just fell in love with it, and I still love it to this day. What else do we have? Watched Assassination Classroom, binged that in like 2 days, and bawled my eyes out. I rewatched it like last year, and I bawled my eyes out again. Makes you cry and then you stare in a corner contemplating why you're watching something that messed up. I love shows that do that to me. Like I watch something and it makes me cry, and then I just think about the state of like life or the world for like 30 minutes. It's kind of like that when I watch Black Mirror, you know, when you get to the end of it and you're like, holy shit, that's fucked. Like, I love stuff that does that. That makes me think about things and just makes me question stuff. I'm also very hard to impress when it comes to like anime and stuff like that. Like if I'm watching it and I'm a few episodes in and I'm not enjoying it, I just won't keep watching it. See, I don't usually watch crying anime, mostly hype anime. That's completely fair. Like Dragon Ball Super is one of my most rewatched anime. Some people just like watching it for different reasons. Some people like the action and the hype. Some people like the emotional side. Some people just like good animation. I was pretty into Jujutsu Kaisen at some point, but I didn't end up finishing it. And I think it just got too, like, I don't know, I just kept seeing a lot of discussions and I think it got a bit too mainstream, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hold off on this one. I also got a bunch of manga spoilers. An anime that did make me cry at the ballpark. I've not heard of that one. I think I went on like a really big like phase for like 6 months where I just watched sad anime. Like I watched Clannad, 5 centimeters per second, just A Silent Voice. I just watched like all of those and just what's it called? It's called Your Name, I think. That one just bawled my eyes out. Barker only came back to do more series so they allowed him to have more dark endings than when Netflix picked it up for a few seasons. He was tired of doing happy endings for Black Mirror, so they compromised that he got half the episodes with no edits. Oh, okay. That's really interesting. I really like Black Mirror. I loved season 1. Season 2 was pretty good. Season 3 was pretty good. Season 4 was pretty good. Season 5 I think wasn't as great. Particularly just the Miley Cyrus episode just didn't really hit for me. And then Bandersnatch was really good. And then I rewatched, I watched the most recent series and that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. How about Violet Evergarden? I started that and I didn't end up finishing it, but I know it's quite sad. Yeah, I started watching it, but I just couldn't get into it too fully. What else? What else have I seen? I have like an anime list. Hold on, let me get my anime list up. Thank you for the follow, bot 0111010. Thank you for the follow. Hi, I'm new. Hello, my name is Lyra. I'm a Star Demon VTuber. I stream a variety of content, but I'm hoping to do more ASMR. Yeah, I never really know what to say about myself. I like playing FPS games and getting annoyed at people on FPS games. I like to sing as well. So I hope you enjoy your time here. Season 4 and 6 were just like problems exist, but sometimes good can happen, and it was hardly Charlie's choice to have it finish so upbeat. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if you've seen, I don't know how much Black Mirror you've seen, but the episode where, which one was it? It was the dating simulation one, like the dating app. You know, the one where they got put in all the like the houses for a certain amount of time, and then when the time was up, they like broke up and left. It kind of like got to me that that had sort of a happy ending to it. I was like, this shouldn't have a happy ending. My name is Bot. I'm a human. I like 3DO. Hello, Bot. Hi. I'm glad you like 3DO. I'm still getting used to the mic. I really need to spend some time and just watch some other ASMR VTubers and see what they do. See if there's anything cool that they do with their mics. Yeah, I'm still learning, but I hope I'm doing a good job. Let me get my anime list up. Hold on. Let's go. Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh, I realized I didn't put 3DO in my tags. Hold on. Oh, let's take that one out. Thank you for the follow, Faintest Hope. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. There we go. Okay, time to get my anime list. Okay. It's standing by. Thank you for standing by. Yeah, whereas the first episode of season 7 where she has a subscription for her brain is so fucked and so Black Mirror. I loved that episode. I loved it. Just the idea that she's like trying to teach kids and then she starts just like talking about ants. And I was like, oh my god, she's got a papa bad. And then like they keep upping the subscription so she has to either move with it or just fall behind. And like the moral thing would be just to let her go, but he just doesn't. Oh my god, I love Black Mirror. It's just so good, and that's what Black Mirror is. It's just pretty like fucked up, and I think that's what it's meant to be. Chef's kiss episode, no, literally. Okay, let's have a look. Looking at my anime list and seeing which ones I have seen, because I can't remember. Assassination Classroom, Attack on Titan, Silent Voice. Oh, Banana Fish. I forgot I watched Banana Fish. That was pretty sad. Really gritty as well, which I liked. Beastars, that was pretty good. Bucket to Test, that was really weird for me. Like, it wasn't like awful, but it just wasn't really my thing. Blue Exorcist, that was good. Blue Exorcist was good. BNA, Brand New Animal, that was a good one. Batum, I forgot about Batum. That was like one of the first anime I ever watched. That's crazy. Bungo Stray Dogs, of course. Buddy Daddies, that was good, I liked that. Corpse Party. Dead Man Wonderland. What a great anime. What a great anime. Dead Man Wonderland was so good. That's incredibly peak. I really need to watch Black Mirror again. Can my neighbour stop making so much noise? Just calm down, it's not that deep. There's no need, just calm down. It's okay. Did you ever read the manga of Dead Man Wonderland? I have the manga. Like I am like a hardback copy. But I've not read it all. So like I have the first couple chapters. I think I have chapters 1 to 4. But I don't have past that, and I tried reading it online, but I think I didn't get to the very end of it, because the show ending's horrible. The show ending, I was really confused about, and I wasn't really a fan of, but, I hope the manga ending's better. Also, oh my gosh, Nanbaka. I don't know if you guys have watched Nanbaka. Amazing anime. I loved it. Such a good anime. Nanbaka's so good. Manga ending is very, very good. I'll have to read it. Sorry, I'm just checking through some stuff. There we go. No, yeah, I should probably get to reading the manga for that. There's so many things I need to read the manga for. I started watching Promised Neverland season 2. But somebody said that the series ending is pretty bad. The manga ending is pretty good. So I should probably watch the manga instead. Oh, sorry, read the manga instead. So yeah, I should probably get on that. I have a friend who is just keeps being like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it? And I probably need to watch it. If not for me, then for them. Don't watch season 2 of Promised Neverland. Yeah, I've heard it's very bad. If you like the show, don't watch. Season 1 was very good. But me and a friend were doing like so some of my friends, they work for Death Battle, like the YouTube series, and they do like their own reviews and their own kind of versus content. And something that me and a friend of mine are doing is we're doing like a comparison between The Promised Neverland and Chicken Run because we realise there's a lot of parallels between them. So we're doing like a little review and comparing the parallels, but in order for us to finish that, I need to actually finish watching Promised Neverland. So yeah, we'll get that. I just need to actually watch it. I know it's gonna be really bad, and I've heard it's awful. I think it might just be something I have to grin and bear. But I might just read the manga like after I've watched it, just to kind of like, you know, maybe ease that that feeling. That might make it a bit easier for me. Let me see. There we go. Oh my gosh. I have been like slowly sinking into my chair. So now I'm like really hunched over. I look like a shrimp. Okay, let's not shrimp. Hold on. Straighten up. Okay, there we go. No more shrimping. No more shrimps. There's no shrimps allowed in here. I realize that like sometimes when people do ASMR streams, they do like a lot of the triggers and stuff. And was that the snap of the chair or your back? It was the chair that time. There have been times when my back has snapped like that. I think that's a sign of my old age, and by old I mean early 20s, but still, I feel old. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think I need to just look at what ASMR streamers do and kind of implement that into my own streams. Let's have a look. Because a lot of times, like, they have things set up and commands and triggers and stuff like that. I think my worry is that I have an audience currently that is people that, you know, they watch me play games and they watch me do silly stuff. And I don't think they're very suited for ASMR, not in a bad way. So I worry that if I do more ASMR and take that more seriously, that I'm gonna kind of like unimpress my current audience. That they're gonna be like, well, I don't want to sit in a stream where you're like kissing your mic for 10 minutes. So I think by doing streams like this, it'll help me overcome that feeling. I actually mostly know you for that tea making game you played once. That was such a fun game. That was such a fun game. I need to finish that game. I might play that next week actually. Mic make out? Yeah, I'll just make out with my mic. No, I'm first. Hi Baby Bear Jazz VT, hello. My name is Lyra. I'm a Star Demon VTuber. I'm part of a group called Eternale. I stream just a variety of content, but I'm hoping to get into ASMR a little bit more. I listen to a lot of it, so you'd think I'd be good at it, but alas, we're still learning. Yeah, I hope you like your stay here. Synergy, I know you from rather than the gremlin energy side. Well, that's nice to know. It's nice to know that not everyone thinks I'm super silly and chaotic. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't know, I think I've always been the silly, chaotic one, so it's nice to know that I'm not like that for everybody. It's good, it's nice to know. I left my stream schedule this week open so that if I wanted to do more ASMR streams I could. And I might end up doing some more. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow, but then I realised that Gyre is going to be staying over tomorrow, and he is a very, very loud snorer. So my worry is that on a mic as sensitive as this one, that's not going to be the best environment. So, maybe we'll leave it for maybe another time. Gyre ASMR, he did a little bit of ASMR when we had the summer camp event. But I think it might be nice for him to do some ASMR one day. he can man my model for a bit. He also works, so he'll be going to bed early and waking up early, so whilst it would be ideal for me to be able to do this while he's asleep, he's also a loud snorer, so I'll have to see if this door between my bedroom and my office room, I'll have to see if there's if it's thick enough to block out that sound. Have him de-trigger on you into the mic like head scratches. That sounds like a great idea. That sounds very good. Or brushing. Oh, that actually sounds really fun. I might ask him about that. I like that idea. Yeah, I might try more ASMR streams. I just don't know what people find appealing about. Oh, okay, I worded that wrong. That made it sound like ASMR is bad. See, you do have someone to annoy your neighbours with. I guess I do. Hey, hello, hi Scotix, hello, how you doing? Glad I could help. Thank you. Okay, I didn't mean what's the appeal. I meant what do people specifically like about ASMR streams? Is it that they can just kind of lurk and listen? Is it that, there's certain sounds? Is it just the kind of intimate vibe of it? So I really need to kind of discover what people like. Try and figure that out a little bit. I'm fine, what about you? I'm doing well, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're okay. I'm just chilling out. Annoy the neighbours with the ASMR. Oh my gosh. Sounds like they're dragging furniture. I like that it's always cozy. I really like how cozy ASMR is. It's so sweet. Whenever people think of ASMR, they always think of people clicking and fluttering their fingers, fluttering their fingers near your ears and that kind of thing. Or tapping on the mic and that kind of vibe. But it's not always like that. I swear that my upstairs neighbours go bowling up there sometimes. It sounds like my upstairs neighbours are just they're lifting and dropping things and dragging stuff. Thank you for the follow, Scotix. Thank you. Thank you very much. Going bowling is such a funny phrase. Yeah, again, they're not loud during the day, like, at all. But for some reason, it's just really late at night, they're quite loud. And again, usually I'm asleep by then, but when my schedule's like this and I'm awake at this time, I can hear them just dragging stuff. I keep thinking it's me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, have I bumped something? And then I'm like, no, I didn't move, it's just my upstairs neighbours having a fight. Like an actual, like, sumo wrestle or something. I'm really glad I got this mic. It makes the whole ASMR thing a lot easier. I remember, so there was something that I was meant to get paid for and I didn't. And because I didn't, they gave me like a big back payment on it. And when I got that, I was like, what do I spend this money on? And the first thing I was like, I want to get the 3DO mic. I've been wanting to get one for so long. And it's like, I really want to get it. 3DO is good stuff, man. Yeah. So there's like, there's this one, which is the normal standard 3DO. And then there's another one that instead of using a like an XLR port, it uses so the cable is two like XLR jacks and then like a 3.5mm, which is usually what you have on headphone jacks, and that plugs into the mic. But for an extra $300, I could get XLR ports on both sides, which I guess if you have a more advanced setup that makes sense. But for it literally to just do the same purpose as this one, it really baffled me. Like, why would I pay $300 extra just for a different port? It genuinely confused me. So, yeah. Now, 3D is really nice. I just need to actually use it more. I think in terms of like stream planning, I want to do like at least one ASMR stream a week. I want to do a karaoke stream every month. Less Valorant streams, that's the goal, less Valorant. I do so much Valorant. Because you lose less in translation to the PC, not that you lose much anyway. Yeah, I think that if you're like recording or if you're streaming all the time, maybe there's a slight difference, but I remember going into a few ASMR artists chat and I was like, hey, you have the 3DO, which one do you have? Is there much difference? And most of them were like, yeah, there's literally no difference between the two. So, yeah, it's nice to know. Yeah, I'll see how I feel about more ASMR streams, because I really like doing them. But I always talk myself out of them. Like, I was meant to stream at 11, and then I started streaming at like nearly midnight, so an hour later. And it was just because I was like sat going, do I want to stream? No, I don't. Maybe I do. I'm not too sure. And I kind of just had to like grit my teeth and just push through it. But lo and behold, I am enjoying it very much, so I'm glad I did. I have like a drawer in my desk that's just filled with different items that sound really nice, like different ASMR items. So I might look at setting like a list of those up, and then people can just redeem certain ones. But again, I think I need to watch more ASMR streams so I can understand, how ASMR artists actually do that stuff. Because I'm still very, very out of the loop. I'll get there eventually, it takes time and practice. maybe I should try doing some sounds. I don't know what sounds to do. I'm not the best at this stuff, but, you know, again, with practice and time, I'm sure I'll get that. I also need to, hold on, oh my goodness, okay, hold on. I need to, open the fish thing I forgot. There we go. I have this, the fish thing, and I realize that you can't really see if I have it if I hide it, so... I mean, I do have it in my title, but I don't really look at titles most of the time, so... And I think it might be difficult to see titles on mobile, so... Yeah, maybe I'm not the smartest. Let's try doing some different sounds. Let's try that. I'm confused. Do I tap? Should I tap on like the mic like this? Or should I tap on the ear? I think it sounds nicer if I tap on the ear. I think that sounds a lot nicer. As someone who is also a big fan of ASMR, being able to hear myself do this is very relaxing. It's like being my own personal ASMR soundbox, or like soundboard. I can just kind of do whatever I want. It's nice. Sounds good. My tapping doesn't sound loud enough, maybe. I just need to do it a bit harder. There we go. Is this your first ASMR stream? I've done one before, but I've not done one in a while. So I'm still getting used to it. If you have any tips or recommendations or advice, I would very much appreciate it. Just so I can actually, learn what I'm doing. I'm still not very good at it just yet. But I'll get that. Maybe I should do maybe ASMR streams of maybe reading things. Do people like it? Oh my gosh, there we go. Do people like it when people read? Do people read anymore? Let's move my mic a bit. It's not fully central. There we go, that's a bit better. Maybe I should read things or write things. I do have a D&D session to write, so maybe I could do that at some point. I listen to audiobooks a lot. Maybe too many. If you listen to audiobooks, Astra listens to a lot of audiobooks as well. Astra listens to a lot. Francis, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Astra listens to so many. He's always telling me about, I listened to a new audiobook and I picked up a new audiobook and yeah, he's always telling me about stuff that he's picked up. Speaking of which, he said he was going to stream today. We listened to the same stuff. No way! That's so cool. That's so cool. He did say he was going to stream. Hold on. I want to see if he's holding up his promise. I'm on my Twitter, hold on. I'm trying to talk, tap, and scroll Twitter right now. Might stream late today depending on how I'm feeling. More Pokemon around 6:30 EST. Wait, what time is it now? Hold on. EST is because I'm in the UK. Oh, well, we're very past 6:30 EST. Maybe he chose against it. That's okay. I hope he's doing okay. It's 8 EST. Oh, damn. He did say depending on how he's feeling, so maybe he's feeling like not streaming, and that's okay too. I do like the tapping. I do like the talking and tapping. That makes my life easier. It also gives me something to do with my hands. I feel like resting my hands in the wrong place will make bad sounds, so being able to tap is actually quite nice for my hands. Gives me something to do. It's weird that the ears are like silicone though. I don't know if I like the feeling of it. Tapping it's fine, but when I like rub my fingers against it, it gives that weird like rubbery, chalky feeling on my fingers, and I don't know if I'm a fan of that. But you know, I'm sure I'll get used to it. My only help I can give you is please don't join one of the weird ones. The weird ones. Define the weird ones. What would you define as a weird ASMR artist? I mean, I think I have an idea of what I would define a weird one as, but that doesn't mean they're any less valid, in my opinion at least. It's just, you know, I find them weird and it's not really something I'd step into, but each to their own. It's easy to do with my right hand, but that is because I'm right-handed. I do also draw, so I could perhaps do ASMR of like the drawing on the iPad because of like the pen sounds. I have one of those matte paper like screen covers, so it sounds quite nice when I draw sometimes. So that could be something I could do. I know that there are some triggers that people are just not fans of, like the whole like ear eating thing where people like lick the mic. Personally I quite like it, but I know some people don't, and I know a lot of people have warnings in their chat for when that kind of thing happens, so maybe I'll look into that. Thank you all for being here tonight, by the way. It means a lot to me. I'm really enjoying this stream. I think it's the first time in a while I've just kind of sat and enjoyed a stream. I find just chatting to be difficult sometimes. Especially by normal standards, just sitting and chatting for 2 or 3 hours can be a bit taxing. Particularly sometimes if there's no one in chat, it feels like I'm talking to myself, and then, you know, that in itself just kind of makes my brain go, where. But getting to do this and just relax, and if no one's here, just being able to just take a breath and work on making some nice sounds, and it's nice. Instead of having to entertain, it's more focused on just being able to relax. It's a nice feeling. So thank you for being here tonight. It means a lot to me. And if you have any suggestions or recommendations or things that I can do better, please let me know. I'm always willing to listen to feedback. I don't know how to explain it in an okay way for chat with my non-native English speaker knowledge. That's completely okay. Don't feel like you have to, or don't feel pressured. I'm sorry if I made you feel pressured. But I will keep that in mind if I ever feel like I'm becoming like with regular just chatting streams, there's always a pressure to like constantly be talking. So if anything's quiet, I feel a pressure to just kind of keep the energy up and, you know, continue talking. And if I'm not talking, then I need to do something. Whereas with ASMR streams, I can just take a breath and be quiet for a little bit. It's nice. Takes a little bit of that pressure off. Should we see what I have in this drawer of mine? Should we see what I have that I can use? Oh, sorry, the deadpan stand. I have a stress ball, but it doesn't really make any sound. No pressure, just wanted to keep it nice and chat. Well, thank you, that's really respectful of you, and I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see about the stress ball. It kinda just sounds similar, to be honest. Kinda just sounds like the tapping from before. It's also difficult to do with one hand. It's maybe not the stress ball. Okay, hold on. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that was... Okay, what is this? Oh, okay. I love this. It's like a, I think it's like a, thank you for the lacanari, thank you. It's like a stick, with a ball at the end and it has water. I don't know what they're called, but, it makes really nice water sounds. It also has like a I don't know how to describe it, like a little foam handle. That's not an awful sound, I don't mind that. There we go, that's a bit better. I need to realise that I can get closer to the mic. I don't have to be so scared of it. Winterline, thank you for the follow, thank you. Thank you for the follow, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good day. So do you only play Valorant or other games too? I play a lot of Valorant, I guess right now, because, it's kind of like my go-to, like, safe game. So, if I don't know what to play, then I'll just play Valorant. But I really want to step away from playing Valorant and play more games. I like indie games, I like other FPS games, I like co-op horror games. Just a bit of everything. Hi, how you doing? Well, how about you? I'm doing really well, thank you for asking. Your model's so cute, by the way, I love the colours, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, that's so sweet of you. I'm glad you're doing well, I'm glad. It makes me happy to hear. In case you couldn't tell, I do quite like purple. It's not my favourite colour, but when I was designing my model design, I was like, what could be a nice colour? And I feel like purple fits me quite well. Red is usually quite like bold and out there, and blue is quite like relaxed and chill. Yellow is usually quite happy and like outgoing, but I was like, purple's a nice like mellow kind of deep vibe, and I liked it. I wish I was talented enough to make a model, but no, I just made the design. Purple's one of my favourite colours too. It's a really nice colour. I think if I had to pick a favourite colour, it would probably be some shade of purple. My main OC is purple fur. That sounds so cool. Purple fur sounds amazing. I had an OC. My favourite colour used to be like a coral red. So my main OC had like coral fur and they had like accents of like peach and white. Oh, it was so good. I heard League of Legends is pretty good and has a nice community. Well, I've heard some things about the game. Having a nice community, I'm not too sure. Some people say it's a good game, some people say it's a bad game, but I've never heard someone say it has a nice community. So you're definitely the first. That sounds so cute. Coral, peach and white, such a good combo. Yeah, it was really pretty. It was a very, very old character that I had, but he was like a husky, and he was called Cassian, and he was very cool. My niece is a furry. Oh my god, calm down. My niece is a furry, and she really wanted us to make some OCs together, so I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So I made a furry OC with her, and he was called Cassian, and yeah, I really loved him. Not that he's like dead or anything, or not that I don't love him anymore, just I haven't drawn him in a while, so I guess he's a little bit forgotten. Seems nice on the surface, but deep down it's a painful addiction. Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus. I kind of have a similar thing with Valorant, although I know it's a little bit different to League. Valorant is very fun for me. I enjoy FPS games and I enjoy the ability aspect. That's kind of what I really liked about Overwatch, so Valorant combining the two really works for me. And it's a game that I've sunk a lot of time and effort and money, sadly, into. Does it make me angry and does it make me frustrated? Yes, it does. But is it a game I enjoy playing? Yes, it is. I think as long as it's not, affecting your day-to-day life, do whatever you want. If it gets to a point where I get genuinely angry at it or genuinely frustrated, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing now and just take a little bit of a break. But yeah, if I'm enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. People can say it's a bad game and they can disagree and whatever they like, but if you enjoy it, then as long as it's not hurting anyone or yourself, then go for it. Never played Valorant. I used my CSGO and the Switch didn't really work for me. That's completely fair. Valorant is it's obviously got the gunplay of CSGO, but it's also quite reliant on abilities, which is something they're changing currently. They're trying to draw the focus more to gunplay because people have just become quite reliant on abilities. So I think they're trying to change that at the moment, which is why they're doing all these really bad changes to the game, and everyone's quite annoyed. I played a little bit of CSGO, but it didn't really hit the same for me. Whether it was, the game or the very toxic people that kept calling me slurs and telling me to go back to the kitchen, that was also part of it, but, each to their own, I guess. But yeah, I've seen people play CSGO, and it wasn't something I played a lot when I was younger, but after playing Valorant, I was like, I might try and play CSGO, and yeah, I enjoyed it when I played it with other people, but I don't think I'd ever play it by myself. CSGO is not nice if you're a female. Yeah, I can imagine it's not nice. I only played it for a little bit, and I didn't really speak that much. I don't think I spoke at all, actually, but just witnessing other girls around me, or other, female presenting people speaking, and then getting kind of lambasted was a little bit frightening. I'm somebody that doesn't really tolerate any kind of, negative talk towards me. I'll be nice to you, but if you're toxic to me, I'm gonna put the same energy down. And most of the time when I play Valorant, people are either just keep to themselves, or if they say anything, then it's like, okay, well, you open this can of worms. But sometimes, it can't be helped. So yeah, CSGO is probably something I won't touch as much. Who knows, I might play it again in future. I did, however, I did just buy Battlefield 6. I played the open beta, and it was so incredibly fun. I'm a big fan of the Battlefield games, and Battlefield 6 was really fun in the open beta, so I'm hoping to play it sometime this week or next week. It's gonna be really good. I had some stuff from friends of mine, and I couldn't really believe it because I never heard about it. Yeah, it's difficult for people to kind of understand sometimes. Not saying that, it's difficult for you to understand, but if, you've not been in that situation yourself, it's tough to understand how it can affect you and, how that situation kind of plays out. A lot of times when I tell people about, people in games being mean and saying, go back to the kitchen and make me a sandwich, everyone's like, just mute them, and it's like, yeah, that is a solution, but I shouldn't have to mute every single person that decides they just want to, attack me today. I should just be able to enjoy the game and communicate with people, especially in, at least Valorant, it's a very communication-based game. You're meant to give call-outs, you're meant to talk to people, so the idea of not being able to do that because I've had to mute everyone because they've decided I'm going to be the target of misogyny is, yeah, it's tough sometimes. A lot of people are like, just mute them, but it's not that easy sometimes. Yeah, but it is what it is, and I just focus on enjoying myself, playing a game, and when I play with friends, just enjoying my time with friends. Mute doesn't work for me. I need to know if someone talks bad. Exactly. If someone's talking bad about me, I don't want to sit there and just take it, or I don't want to just mute and move on. I want to defend myself. I want to, challenge it. A lot of times when people say bad stuff, I will challenge it, I would say I'm quite witty when it comes to stuff, but my natural response when people say stuff is I'm like, I just ask them if they want to kiss. I'm just like, oh, do you want to kiss me? And they either kind of fumble and they're just like, oh, no, why would I want to do that? Or they go along with it, and then it's just silly, so anything they say I can't really take it seriously. So it's kind of a win-win. Or if none of those, then they just don't respond, which also works for me. So that's quite nice. Trying to figure out what other sounds I can do and stuff. I have some scissors. Maybe scissors could work. Hold on. It kinda does, but it's not as loud as I thought. There we go. Okay. Some nice water sounds. I really like the water sounds. I think they're very pretty. I saw some nice stuff about Battlefield, but don't think my PC would survive. It's slowly getting old. Yeah, I think games are slowly just getting more and more difficult for older PCs to handle. I got a new PC last April, and it was a long time coming, but I wouldn't be able to run half the games I can now on that old PC. In fact, I couldn't. I stopped playing Valorant for a year at least, but whenever I'd play a game, I'd have to either play it on the lowest graphics or just kind of accept that it's a game I couldn't really play. Which would suck when a lot of my friends were playing a game and I couldn't really play it. But I have a new PC now, so that's nice. The open beta was about 50 gigabytes, and then when I installed it the other day, it was like, it was a big game. There was also a game that I installed recently. I think it was For Honor. That's a game that I played a while ago, and when I first installed it, it was like 50 gigabytes, and now it's like 114, like it's doubled in size. And it's like, a lot of people who have old PCs can't handle that stuff anymore, and I feel sorry for those people. Because not everybody has the money to just buy a new PC that's compatible, you know? So yeah. From the open beta though, it was very fun. I did really enjoy it. That's so fun. There's lots of like glitter in the water in this, so it's really nice to see. To see the bubbles and the glitter. I think these are actually used for like reducing redness in your face. I think I meant to put them in like the fridge until they get cold, and then you like rub them on your face. It stops your face from being all puffy. Oh my gosh. Wish my neighbours would stop making so much noise. They're so loud. Again, for some reason only late at night. Hi David, hello, hi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. How's your evening? Or afternoon or morning, depending on where you're from? I keep like looking away from where my hand is, so every time I look over, my hand is just drifting further away from my mic. I hope my PC just needs 1 or 2 upgrades, because some stuff's pretty good. That's what I did with my PC for a while. I just upgraded certain parts. My old graphics card was quite bad, so I upgraded it to a semi-decent one, and it definitely helped a lot. And then I didn't have a lot of RAM in my PC, so I bought another RAM stick, and that really helped improve it. But after a while, the motherboard was just quite old, and it was just really worn, and there was nothing I could do really. But yeah, I think doing small upgrades until you get to a point where, you need another big upgrade is definitely a way to do it. It's definitely more sustainable. The good thing is as well is that if it's something like a graphics card or RAM sticks, you can always sell the old ones. People like using old parts like that. You can always sell them. I think I originally planned to sell a lot of the old stuff from my old PC, but still haven't gotten around to it. I think I just need to find a time to do it. There might be somewhere nearby where I can sell them, but I'm not too sure. I only moved here like a month ago, so I don't know. Let's go to the other side. I wonder what else I could make some nice sounds with on my desk. I'll have to invest in some more things. There's one thing I've been meaning to get. It's like a wooden frog, and it has like ridges on the back, and then you run the stick over it, and it makes like really nice sounds. Oh my gosh, I wanted to add I have a reverb plugin that I really wanted to try this stream, and I just never got around to it. I'll do that for next stream. Next ASMR stream I'll try the reverb plugin. Someone remind me. I'll have to remember that. Let's try something else. Let's go back to this thing. This little scratching tool. It has like little ridges on it that when I run my nails against it sounds quite nice. Oh my gosh, can my desk just stop making noises? I need a new desk. Scratches sound so good, I adore. I'm glad you like how they sound. It's like a small piece of foam that goes around the glass bubble thing. But it does make some nice sounds. Let me see how close I am. Hold on. There we go. We can get closer. Oh, come on, there we go. pausing my writing just to listen. Oh, what are you writing? Just out of curiosity. That's very sweet. See if I can do this a different way. I was doing it with my thumb originally, but it might be easier to do it with my other finger. There we go. Friend group and I came up with an alternate universe for all our OCs, and I'm writing a little accidental novella about the AU. Accidental, and that I don't think it would end up being this long for a fic. That's fair enough. That's so nice of you to do. That sounds very cool. I'd love to do something like that with my OCs. That sounds very fun. I used to do a lot of like RP with my friends. I really need to pick that up, to be honest, but just the idea of making OCs together and putting them in like AUs sounds so fun. And like writing and drawing about them in different AUs, it sounds very fun. Also, the idea that it's ended up a lot longer than you thought is very amusing. It just means you're passionate about writing it, which is very nice to see. We all RP a lot, but with there being so many characters and so many of us in this AU, the logistics to RP are so hard, so we've all just been writing fics for each other. Oh my gosh, my desk, stop doing that. Stop making noises like that. You're not allowed. That's really nice to hear, though. I have this habit of starting RP with some of my friends, and then we don't end up finishing it, and then we're like, let's just start a new one, and then we start a new one. So I really need to hone in on that. There was an RP I did a while ago, and there was like 4 of us, and we did it for like a year, like every day. And we also we added like a dice rolling system, kind of like in D&D how you roll a d20. Oh my gosh, stop doing that. So whenever we made any decisions, we'd roll a d20 to see how well it went. It just added like a nice element of surprise. And it was so fun. We ended up stopping it just because of life gets busy, but dice rolling bulldoggies is so neat. Yeah, it was very fun. Literally can't say anything. My bestie and I have been on the same RP literally since we met 10 years ago. That sounds so fun. Oh my gosh. There's a friend of mine that I've started an RP with, and I really just need to get back to it. It was the person who was in that 4-person RP, and I think that it'd be nice to just do that RP with him again. I do really enjoy it, and I do miss it a lot. So I think getting back to doing that would be nice. So thank you for the inspiration and the reminder. I'm sure he'll be happy to know that I'm doing RP again. How many words is your fic at right now? Can my neighbour stop making noises? Stop doing that. Don't you know I'm doing an ASMR stream right now? Hope your RP journeys go well. Thank you. That's very sweet. I wish this was spiky on the inside as well. It would make some nice noises, but it's all soft. it's shaped like one of those like Chinese finger traps where there's like it's like two ends to it, and it's like it feels like if I pull it too hard it'll get tight on my fingers and I'll never let go. Guy, the figures at 60, biggest 68, 19,756 words, and I'm on bullet point 9 out of 43 for the outline, and not even a third of the way through yet. My goodness, that is a long fiction. That is long. But again, it just means you're passionate about it. I hope that it comes out the way you want it to, and I hope that your friends have the time to read through all that hard work you're putting in, because it deserves to be read. It's a very long fic. 19,000 words, goodness me. I don't think I've read books with that many words before. I need to get back into reading. I've been talking a lot recently about doing like a social media detox, or just a detox in general. I think that social media is important, especially when I'm a streamer and I have online friends, doing a detox of social media would be a little bit counterproductive, but I think doing things like, instead of scrolling through TikTok, just picking up a book and reading it, or instead of watching a short video, just sitting down and watching a long video again. I feel like my attention span's so small and my brain's so conditioned to short form content. I just need to get back to the old reading and writing, and just the joy of people putting hours upon hours and weeks and months of time into creating something, and just watching that hard work. So far it's coming out well. We did a preview dramatic reading the other day when I gave them 20 pages and they were fiending for more, so I'm pretty sure they'll love it. Oh, that's so lovely. It sounds like you have a really good friend group. I'm really glad to hear that. This is the kind of stuff I'd love to do with my friend group. I'm in a friend group full of voice actors, so we read webtoons a lot, and we'll read them together, and we'll cast each other as the characters and do that kind of thing, and it's very fun. We need more conventions for horror movies like Halloween or Saw. I agree. I think there should be conventions for more just niche things. We have conventions for anime, we have conventions for, we have Ren fairs for people who like the medieval kind of Renaissance stuff, but what about conventions for people that like horror? What about conventions for people that, like certain games and certain things like that? I think that, yeah, we definitely need a lot more conventions. What would you call them? I'm trying to think. If I had a convention, what would I call it? That's a good question. It depends what it was for. If it's for Halloween, then Halloween is good, or something like that. I also think there's the staple. Oh, for Saw? I know where this is going. So a very difficult format for conventions is to just put con at the end of it. So, if it's a convention for, I'm getting to it, don't worry, I'll give you what you want. For a convention about, anime, it would be Anime Con, or a convention about, fighting, it would be Fighting Con. So if there was one for Saw, it would probably be called Saw Con. a good name. Soka. You should hit me with the punchline. I'm waiting for it. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. What punchline? Unless your goal is to bring me anxiety about the punchline, then suck on these nuts. Okay, now your turn. It's your turn. You know, I'd like to believe there's a 1% chance that you were genuinely just asking about horror conventions, in which I'm very sorry for my misjudgment. I wasn't doing a joke. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. You should hit the next person with that joke, though. You should go into someone else's stream and hit them with that. What happens to the horses? Tone and text is difficult to read. That's why tone indicators are a thing. Tone indicators actually save me like so much stress. The amount of times like someone sent me a message and I've been like, oh my god, the way they worded that, they literally hate my guts, they want me dead. And then they'll put like a, you know, like a tone indicator and I'm like, okay, never mind, they didn't mean it that way. Saves me from getting stressed about things. Because I'm a little bit of an anxious person, in case that wasn't evident at all. Only decent art scammers. Which is very based, by the way. I had someone in my Discord DMs the other day, and they were like, oh, are you a streamer? And I'm like, yes I am. And they sent like a bunch of VTuber art, and they were like, I'm a VTuber model artist, and I can't find the original artist, but obviously it's a scam, because they just have a lot of like the signs, and yeah, but when I looked up the art, when I like reverse searched it, there was like an like a Fiverr listing with someone called John Studio, who was doing VTuber models for very, very cheap. So I was like, yeah, this is very much a scam. Do you have any good D's to nuts jokes? I can use them on art scammers. Ask them if they've ever heard of the streamer Tickle Mag. Tickle and then MAG, so Tickle Mag. And then when they're like, Tickle Mag, say tickle my gooch. It's probably my favourite one. I was getting some grapes and heard that saw joke and couldn't tell if it was on purpose. What kind of grapes you got? Have you got red grapes or green grapes? Or black grapes, as some people call them. We'll say different types of grapes, so. Oh, gosh, that was loud. Green, I love them. I used to really like grapes. So I'm a little bit funny with textures of foods, which is something I'm getting better at. I just don't have a great relationship with food, but some textures just kind of make me a little uncomfortable, and grapes is one of them. And I think it's anything that you bite and it feels like you like pierce something or like you pop it. Just why it's the same with like boba, you know. Like when boba like pops in your mouth, it's a bit of a weird feeling. So grapes are the same. But I do like grapes, and I like grape flavoured things. I just need to get better at eating grapes. You seem like the type of streamer to hit chat with these nuts jokes. Oh, for sure. If I was smart enough to think of any, then of course I would. So hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I have always wanted to talk to chat about the mind goblin. There was this one time I pulled the mind goblin these nuts. Got him. Wow. There was one time I pulled that on someone, and I was like, oh, I was trying to like, have you fought the mind goblin? And they were like, I'm not falling for this. I was like, no, the mind goblin. And they were like, yeah, I'm not falling for this joke. And I felt so embarrassed that they called me out that I was like, my new goal is to gaslight them into thinking I was actually just asking about a genuine boss called the Mind Goblin. So I was just like, no, I was talking about the Mind Goblin, and came up with all this like lore on the spot and everything. It was very, very creative on my part. It was very funny. I have some struggles eating sweet stuff because I don't eat a lot of it. I can't even handle some apples, it's too much. That's completely fair. I have a lot of like discomfort foods, so foods that I just struggle to eat. For me, again, food isn't, like the taste isn't the worst for me, it's just texture. So if anything has like any like gritty textures, then it's a little bit difficult for me. Hi Lyra and Jack, good evening. Hi, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Don't know why I thought Mind Goblin wasn't going to be a trick. There's certain words that you get used to kind of hearing and just like knowing their tricks. So like goblin is one of them because it's like gobbling. Anything that ends in ma because it's like, you know, like ligma, like that kind of thing. Doing fine, thanks for asking. Hope you're having a nice day too. I'm having a good day. It's going really well. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing good. If you go for a setup, there's like a 90% chance I fall for it. That just means you see the good in people. You wouldn't dare believe that anyone would lull you into a false sense of security like that. No. You just see the best in people. Texture isn't that important of a thing for me. I just don't like stuff with no legs. I don't know why, that's completely fair. By the way, I love your model. It looks fancy and I love the hair. Thank you. That's very sweet. The hair is one of my favourite parts because it's just really bouncy. It's very bouncy. I really like it. But thank you. That's very, very sweet. I keep forgetting that I actually need to hold this to the ear of this microphone for it to pick up. I just keep forgetting that's a thing I need to do. Maybe we go back to tapping. Hold on. Let's put this back in the drawer before I forget. Oh, that was loud. There you go, back in the drawer. There we go. To be fair, you have a nice voice, so it's like she wouldn't go for a setup, right? That's very sweet of you. No, I wouldn't go for a setup at all, definitely not. You see, when I do ASMR streams, I'm a lot like softer and nicer, but catch me during the day when I'm playing Valorant or just any game and I'm probably the loudest person in the room. I'm a massive coward and I play a lot of like co-op horror games with friends, and yeah, I'm very loud. So it's really surreal for people to say like, you have such a like a soothing, like you have a nice voice, it's like soothing and calm, and I'm like, really? I'm so used to hearing me scream all the time. I'm just naturally a loud person, so it's nice to do stuff like this where I get to just be not as loud. I feel like all the aspects of my stream are slowly coming together. Like, I really like the chat widget I have. It's very pretty. I feel like it fits with my vibe, and these on the right with the goals, they're just really sparkly and nice, and we're slowly getting a nice vibe going. Are you an e-girl or an eye-lady? Eye-lady? You got this, you got this. Eye-lady's nuts on your face. Pow, 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 pow. That's me, girl. I've been got. I've been bamboozled, guys. I've been taken aback. Whatever will I do now? I love playing horror stuff with a friend of mine because something's too scary for her. She just freezes and doesn't move or talk anymore, waiting for death. Oh my gosh, I'm the same. So, if I'm playing with other people, this is just a general rule for me, I guess, but if I'm with someone else, I get the confidence of 10 men. So if I'm playing games with people, I just have a lot of confidence, and if I'm like out with people, I will just be the most confident person. But if I'm in that game by myself, or if I'm the only one left alive, I will sit in a corner, I will face the wall, and I will just wait for death to take me, because my goodness, I'm a coward. I'm a very big scaredy cat. So I get that. I do want to get better at horror stuff, and I know that the only way to do that is by playing more horror stuff, but I wanna, it's a lot of games that I'm like, I don't want to play this because I'm gonna get jump scared and it's gonna scare me, but like that's the point, and I shouldn't take it that seriously. It makes me think of when I played a game called Get the Fuck Out with some friends. I've seen good stuff about that. I'm either die a coward or grab my sledgehammer and start hammering till I die. That's the way to do it. I started playing Phasmophobia again recently because it's, spooky month, and I realised I'm a lot better at playing it than I used to be. I used to be too scared to go into the house. I'd just be like, I'll just sit in the van and do my own thing, and you guys can go in. And now I'm like the first one in there. I'm like, okay, I'll go back in the house and I'll do all this, and yeah, I'll scream like a bit of a little bitch when I do it, but I still do it. I don't need to take stuff that seriously. It's okay to just, realistically, I'll get scared and I'll scream a little, but it's not gonna do anything bad to me. It's just me having some fun with some friends. The other day I stopped a crime in the dumbest way possible. You stopped a crime? Tell me more. I'm interested now. I'm intrigued. I was at Walmart and I crop dusted an employee, and it was bad enough that they left the aisle and saw someone trying to steal. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's very silly. up sometime soon because I'm getting a little bit sleepy. I might have calmed myself a little bit too much. I'm the kind of one killing the other people because I'm closing doors on them when something is chasing us, so they get nervous. Oh, that's the funniest kind of things though, right? Just like those little accidents where you accidentally close the door on someone, or you accidentally lock them in the building, or you accidentally just like leave someone behind. Imagine getting caught trying to steal because someone farted. One of my friends, he's also a VTuber, he's called Astra. He once called a fart an air biscuit, and I don't think I've been the same since. Like an air biscuit. He also calls them a trouser cough. He's very creative, but air biscuit and trouser cough, there's definitely, it's definitely a way to call a fart, I guess. Air biscuit. No idea what the man's on about, but it made me laugh. I might rescale my chat with Jeb just because it's a bit big. Maybe we move it up a little bit. Put it up there. That feels a little less invasive. You seem like the type of person that would fall in an elevator. You know what? If the people in the elevator were bad people, then yeah, I would. If they were mean people or they were rude, then 100%. Of course I would. Just the knowledge of you saying that you crop dusted an employee, that's a very funny way of phrasing it. If you weren't here when I said it earlier, I just want to thank all of you for being here. It means a lot to me. I was a little bit nervous about streaming ASMR today, but you guys have made me feel really reassured that I can do this again, and I should do it again, so thank you. And I hope I've been able to help you relax a little tonight. Consider me thoroughly relaxed, Your Honor. That's very sweet. I do it every single time, regardless of who's there. As you should, as is your God-given right. So what do you normally play? Currently I'm playing a lot of Valorant, but as I said earlier, it's kind of because it's an easy thing for me to play. If I'm like, I don't know what to stream today, let's just play Valorant, and so I want to do less of that. One, because, you know, it's Valorant, but also because, you know, I just want to establish myself as a different kind of creator. I do enjoy playing FPS games, and I will probably still play Valorant on stream, but I want to do more variety content. I want to do more ASMR, I want to do more karaoke streams, I want to play other games, I want to do fun little gimmicks and fun little things. Do you like Pokemon? I do like Pokemon. I've not really been too interested in a lot of the recent games, but I was a really big fan of it when I was younger, and I still really enjoy it. The first time I went to Japan, I got a Clodsire plushie, and it was like the last one, and it's quite a big plushie, and it's like my staple plushie on my bed now. Who's your favourite Pokemon? Ooh, good question. I think I have like a top 5. I really like Lycanroc, but just the base form. I think it's called the Dusk form, I think it's called. Just the base form, or the day form. I really like Suicune. I also really like Snom. Snom's very cute. Bidoof. I like Bidoof. I like Clodsire. Yeah, there's a good few that I like. Clodsire is slowly becoming one of my favourites, but that's just because of the plushie, which is kind of my emotional support plushie at this point. Speaking of Japan, I actually plan on going there next year during summer break. Oh my gosh, how long are you going for, and whereabouts are you going? I've been to Japan twice, and God, I loved it. The first time I went for 3 weeks, and when I went earlier this year, I went for like 12 days. That was a really weird trip because even though I went for 12 days, I didn't really fix my jet lag when I went, so I would still sleep a lot of the day and then wake up kind of late afternoon and be like, oh shit, I need to do something today because I'm in Japan. So we'd do something in the evening. We'd stay out quite late, and then we'd come back, stay up through the night, take some nice late night, like 3 a.m. walks to 7-Eleven, walk around Japan at night. It's so relaxing. We were also staying near the Tokyo Sky Tree, so we just kind of took walks near the Sky Tree at night. And then yeah, that was kind of that trip. Whereas the other one, I fixed my jet lag quite quickly, and I was there for 3 weeks, so I really just kind of took in the extent of it. Whereas when I went last year, I wish I'd fixed it, because I feel like I spent most of the trip sleeping, to be honest. I still had a great time, but yeah, I would definitely do the trip differently if I went again. God, I love Japan now. I have been like 2 years in a row, and I would go this year, but obviously it's an expensive trip. And last year I was just fortunate that I'd saved up enough to go. But this year I'm going on a few different trips, so I don't think I'll be able to go to Japan this year. Which is fine, I've been twice already, I shouldn't be greedy. I'm also planning to go to Disneyland Paris with a few different friends next year. It's been a while since I've done a trip with friends, so I think we're planning to just take a nice trip during the summer, go to Disneyland Paris and just, spend a nice week there. I wish there was a setup for Pokemon. Me too. Pokemonch. This dick, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of Pokemon ones. There's gotta be a lot of Pokemon setups, right? I'd be surprised if there wasn't. God, Japan's lovely. I think my favourite thing about Japan is just how cheap it is for one, but just how safe it feels. Like, I know it's not, there's no country that is just incredibly safe, but I can't go for like a 3 a.m. walk in the UK, because I'll get stabbed. Whereas in Japan, I just took walks every night at like 4 in the morning, and I just, took a walk to 7-Eleven, got some food, just really took in, oh, can you not do that? Really took in just favorite fire type? Ooh, favorite fire type. I like Fennekin. Fennekin's cute. Yeah, probably Fennekin. I think if I thought more on it, actually should we look it up? Hold on. Fire Pokemon. Let's have a look. There'll be a list here. Vulpix is cute. Oh, I do like Arcanine. Arcanine's also cute. Any like dog Pokemon I'm a big fan of. My favourite animal is a wolf, so anything kind of like canine or wolf adjacent I'm a big fan of. I also really like anything that's just a silly little guy. So like Clodsire, Snom, Mimikyu, just anything that's just really small and cute and silly. Even though Clodsires are like, you know, canonically 6 foot tall, which is just crazy to me. Let's keep looking. Fire Pokemon. Reshiram's a fire type? God damn, I didn't know that. Oh my god, this is so many less. There's only 97 fire type Pokemon? That feels so little. I thought there'd be way more. God damn. Yeah, I think I'd say my favourite is probably Fennekin or Arcanine. Yeah, we need more slug and snail Pokemon. We do. Like Slugma. You got it, you got it, you got it. Okay, let's see if we can find somebody to raid into. There's a Pokemon called Slugma. Yes, there is. Use live right now, but so's Moomy. Let's raid into Moomy. Place I plan to go to a Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Nagoya, and Okayama. Plan staying for 10 days. Oh, that's gonna be so fun! I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Osaka, I've been to Nagoya. All lovely places. So here are my recommendations. If you're going to see the culture, then I would recommend going to the Sensoji Shrine in Tokyo. That was very gorgeous. I'd also recommend exploring some of the scenery in Kyoto, because it's very scenic. And Nagoya. The scenery in Nagoya is also quite gorgeous. If you're looking for anything that's anime based, then obviously Tokyo and Osaka are the big city centres. But if you go to Akihabara, that is kind of like Media City, Anime Central in Tokyo. Very good. We went to like a Monster Hunter cafe in Tokyo, in Akihabara. Very good. We went there twice, and it was gorgeous. I love Akihabara so much. If you're looking for food, then Kyoto's very good for local food, although they can kind of be a bit like, they know tourists go there, so they raise the prices a bit. But if you go to, like, if you go into anywhere big and central, you'll find a lot of food places, but they're kind of more expensive. Whereas if you're staying somewhere a lot more local, you'll find some really nice hidden gems. I'd recommend just walking around and seeing just what places are around. If there's any way you like the look of, just go in and try it. I think that's the best thing I can recommend when trying new food there. Yeah, I hope you have a really good time and you really enjoy yourself. Japan is lovely, and it's an amazing place to go, and it's probably like my safe, happy space. So I genuinely recommend it. Who's your favorite gym leader? Oh, good question. I think I'd go with Iris. Iris is probably my favorite gym leader. Okay, we are gonna raid out. We're gonna raid into Moomy. Moomy is currently streaming ASMR. So we're gonna raid into her. Moomy is a very, very lovely and cool ASMR artist. They're very sweet. In the past few months they had a baby, which is amazing. Congratulations to Moomy. But yeah, she's very lovely. I have like a waifu as a drink shaker that has Moomy on it, and I got it in like a lucky draw. So there's that. But yeah, we're gonna read into Moomy. We have a raid message. So feel free to put the raid message in there if you can. Reason I'm visiting Japan is for the Culture Traditions Festivals nature, then I definitely recommend the Sensoji Temple in Tokyo. That was just such a gorgeous place to visit. It was so beautiful, so gorgeous. I would really recommend going there. Yeah, we're gonna raid out. If you want to put the raid message in, then feel free to do so. If not, then please just give Moomy lots of love. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It's definitely reassured me to do more ASMR streams in future. You guys have a lovely rest of your night or your day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and make sure you look after yourself, okay? I will see you over at Moomy stream. Bye guys, bye, thank you so much. Bye. Thank you for the stream, thank you for stopping by.